within the last year, at least, we've transitioned from more meth to more heroin. Lately, we've been seeing a lot of cross addiction happening between our meth and heroin clientele. But usually, if they apply on their own, I mean, if we don't accept them, then we don't know what they're really addicted to unless they list it in their referral. But 9 times out of 10, it's not listed.
How dangerous is that, mixing something like an opiate with something like meth?
Well, what we've been told from some of our clients is that they use the heroin to come down off of the meth. So that they can sleep and function, per se. But I mean, one's an upper and one's a downer, so.
Is that something that you can really use for a long period of time? It seems like that would accelerate wear on the system.
Yeah, I mean, it might be some of the overdoses that we're seeing. I don't know if how long your body can keep putting up with going from one extreme to the next, but it's usually not a good turnout. I mean, rumors is that it's coming from the Peoria area. I think it's more accessible, easier to get than, of course, meth is, with a lot of the labs getting busted recently. That would be our indication of the incline of it, but otherwise it's just drug addicts changing from one drug to the next. I've seen something the other day that said addiction doesn't just affect the addict, it affects the whole family. And that's very true. I mean, because addicts 9 times out of 10 steal from their family members to get their drugs, to be able to keep going on to feed their habit, and it affects every family differently, between financial strain, because everybody wants their loved ones to get the help, so they're either putting out the money to get them out of jail or for rehab, so they're out that money, so that puts a strain on the families. Also with just the trust issues, I mean, it's a big thing. Families not trusting that client anymore, and just trying to work, on our end, we're trying to work with that client about all the things that you've done to destroy that with your family. This is what you need to work on to bring it back. And if it doesn't come back, it might not ever come back, but at least you could say you tried. Probation, where, I mean, if we see a client that has relapsed and is continuing to relapse, then we usually put them in custody, so that way we don't find them, in a body bag somewhere. But there are clients, that go AWOL, and we know what they're doing, and our biggest fear is that somebody will call us and tell us that they have found them, dead in the street. So we really try to save as many people as we can from overdosing on our end. I mean, currently we have 8 clients in our program out of the 24 that are heroin addicts. So, and they all start out as opiate, just pill poppers. So.